Do you guys remember this face? This is the old mascot for Aunt Jemima. And just like Ben Stein, I miss seeing Aunt Jemima on my pancake syrup too. Yeah, that's right, I said it. Now, normally I never watch TYT News. I never go to the other side and see what they're talking about because I assume it'll be some nonsense. And in this case, my assumption was right. Cenk Uygur and Anna Kasparian are literally going to badmouth Ben Stein for 7 minutes because he misses seeing Aunt Jemima as the face of Aunt Jemima pancake syrup. And I just thought the stuff that they were saying was so ridiculous that I had to share it with you guys. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe while we watching. Now let's get into this.
Why don't we hear more from his argument? And honestly, let's just keep it real, make fun of him. Let's do it.
Here I am. This is the kitchen of our house in Malibu. It's dark, but it's a beautiful starry evening. And I am about to do something which I sometimes do, which is to make breakfast for dinner. Aunt Jemima yummy pancake syrup. Now, this used to show a large African-American woman chef, but because of the inherent racism of Americans' corporate culture, they decided to make it a white person or maybe no person at all. But I preferred it when it was a black person showing their incredible skill at making pancakes. So God bless you all and have a good evening, and love to you all in America from Malibu, California.
What is wrong with people? Why do we get so offended so easily? Aunt Jemima shouldn't have been taken off that package in the first place. I don't know who it was that opened a woke mouth complaining about it, but you got your way. Now she's gone. Now let's listen to what these two clowns have to say about what Ben Stein said.
Imagine having so much money and living such a charmed life that your number one concern, a concern big enough for you to film a video about it, is the absence of Aunt Jemima on your syrup bottle.
Now, I mean, you want to talk about first world problems.
Now imagine bad-mouthing someone about being rich and living in Malibu when you, Cenk, whatever your name is, you have a net worth of 10 million. Anna Kasparian has a net worth of 2 million. Now look, I know what net worth means. That's a collection of all your assets. So no, she's not making 2 million a year. I get it. I know what net worth means. But you're doing good. You're doing fine. You got a lot of money. I checked Ben Stein's net worth. His net worth is at 25 million, but I mean, look how old he is. Ben Stein is 78 years old. Cenk Uygur is 52, and Anna Kasparian is 36. You know, it takes time to make money and accrue more wealth. But how you gonna criticize him for having dough and having a house in Malibu when you got a net worth, Cenk, of $10 million? The hypocrisy of these people is truly amazing.
In the old days, they would have black servants serve them food. And what Ben Stein is saying is, I enjoyed when we had those servants, those black servants.
What is butter-rich syrup?
And now we don't have that anymore. So it's like if they had a kebab sauce and they had a Turkish guy with a fez on.
That'd
right?
be fun.
And like a whirling mustache. Me, I wouldn't be bothered by it 1%. I think it was hilarious, I'd buy it, okay?
So if they had an outdated image of someone from your culture on a box as the brand logo, oh, it'd be fun and you'd have no problem with it. You'd buy it. But Aunt Jemima, we got to get rid of it though. Make it make sense.
And back in 2020, Aunt Jemima actually changed its name to something, I will admit, a little clunky, okay? Pearl Milling Company. And they removed the image of a black woman who was originally dressed as a minstrel character after criticism that they were using racial stereotypes, and they were. So they're like, yeah, maybe we should update the labeling here. You know, maybe we should progress a little bit. Now, the picture has changed over time, and in recent years, Quaker, which is the company, removed the mammy kerchief from the character to blunt growing criticism that the brand perpetuated a racist stereotype that dated to the days of slavery. Quaker, like, I'm already bored. Like, I'm just, who cares, right? They did the right thing. In the end, they did the right thing. A racist stereotype of a black woman on
my pancake syrup. I mean, how will I live? I mean, I don't know, enjoy Malibu? And like, we have to add the racism on top of your pancakes for you to.
Racism on pancakes. Yo, see, this is what's wrong right here. These people are so desperate. They live off racism. And this is what we mean when we say race hustlers and race hustling. People like this live off racism being a thing. This is how they make their money. So according to this fool, Ben Stein only misses Aunt Jemima because it reminds him of the good old days of slavery. Yo, like, this is just reaching to the moon. How desperate do you have to be to come up with a story to arrive to this ridiculous conclusion? I'm black and I miss seeing Aunt Jemima on my pancake syrup too. Obviously, I'm not about to go club someone over the head about it, but I grew up seeing that face. Aunt Jemima don't hit the same when Aunt Jemima ain't on the actual packaging. Like I said, these people are just thirsty, race hustlers, race baiters, trying to get a story out of Ben Stein. Now, I found this article giving some background history on Aunt Jemima, and it reads, the two founders of Aunt Jemima, in need of money, sold the company to the R.T. Davis Milling Company in 1890. From there, the company tried to find someone to be a living trademark for the company according to the African American Registry. Nancy Green became the face of the product as the company's first black corporate model in the U.S. in 1893 at the World's Columbian Exposition in Chicago. Green was born a slave in Kentucky. According to the African American Registry, she was a storyteller, a cook, and a missionary. So this is literally a triumphant story. A woman who was born a slave. She was born a slave in Kentucky, became the face of a syrup brand that took over all of America. This is a story that should be taught and talked about. This is actual black history. But no, the woke progressives just loading their guns and shooting at anything that they could find as a target. They hit the wrong thing. Whether you like it or not, whether you find it uncomfortable or not, this is our history. And at least they chose a black woman who went through a lot, who was an actual slave, to represent and be the face of their brand. But now when you look at Aunt Jemima, you see nothing. It's just plain boring. Like I said, you guys, I never watched TYT, but what I saw from them just now made them look like complete clowns. That's it for the video, you guys. Let me know what you thought in the comments down below. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe when you're at the door. Until next time, I'm out of here. Peace.